What up, Pisces? And all my Pisces cross stalkers. That's just someone who knows the Pisces who's here to see what's up. So, what's up, stalker? Hope you get all the information that you're looking for. Hope that everyone does, actually. So, we're going to get right into it and see what we got going on for my Pisces. Hope you all are doing well. Don't forget to hit all the buttons, you know the drill. And comment if this resonates with you. Let me know what you think. All right, so the Four of Wands flipped right up. That's beautiful. That's a lovely energy. The Knight of Pentacles in the middle, which represents you. Clarified by the Ace of Swords. Ooh, I like that. I feel like you know exactly what you're doing. You have a plan, and it's like speaking it into existence, talking about celebration, and like starting a new way of being for yourself that's good and a higher vibration than where you're at currently. The Four of Wands to the Justice. Ooh. That's seriously like looking like marriage and like putting something set in stone or like getting a legal certificate, you know, and celebrating the fact of it. Something bound legally and celebrating it. Okay. So it doesn't necessarily have to be marriage. I mean, like, this looks like you have a plan of action and you're going forth on it. So it could be like, I'm going to school and getting a degree and celebrating my life after doing the practice that I went to school for. And the Two of Wands in reverse to the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's funny that I use that example because it's kind of like going to school. You know how a lot of people go to school and then they don't use what they went to school for? Right? I kind of also, so when I first started going to cosmetology school, I was a cook for 20 plus years. Like, I made a decent salary. Like, big facts. Like, and I loved what I did. And I'm in school and they're going along like average how much people can make doing hair. Now, don't get me wrong, you can make as much as you get back as much as you put into it, right? Just like any other thing. You can make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year doing hair, right? And you can, like, the average hairdresser though makes about the same amount as like a cook and a chef. And I was like, so you're telling me I'm like gonna make the same amount of money, but there's a passion and a love for it. So like it's like doing it, and like at that point in time, when she's telling me this in my class, in my business management class, I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna continue like drop like a 20-year career to pick up another career to make essentially around the same amount of money. And that was a hard decision. Like 70% of people drop out of cosmetology school. It's like I know it's like just sticking to your dream though. Like I did it. I went through it. The Nine of Wands in reverse. Again, it's wanting to give up on it and having a hard decision to like try and like give up on it because it's exhausting. Like and that's a mentality state. Like I had to get myself out of that through the thought of instead of playing with food all day, I get to play with hair all day. Like it's fun, you know. Like I'm doing it, and like the education and the science behind it, it was beautiful. Like the experience of going to cosmetology school was fun, you know. So, I mean, was it easy? No, no. It wasn't, but it was worth it. Okay. All right. So, the Magician in reverse to the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And that's wanting, again, it comes up with the assumption, like I was assuming that I was going to like make quite a difference in pay, and like when it's normalized and the reality of it all hits, it's like, oh, it's want like I had it up on a pedestal, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it can be up there. It can definitely get up. Like, you can make bank doing hair. Like, do not get me wrong. But it's this is also like trying to manipulate the situation to exactly what you want it to be because you have a plan and a way of being, and not forcing it to go one way, allowing it to just happen. Whether this is a job or a relationship, like I said, this could be a marriage or something, but this is like clearly saying don't try and take actions to where you would set yourself up to what you think would be perfect. No, just allow the universe to create situations and present them in front of you, and you go with it. All right? Because when you try and this is like trying to um get someone to marry you. Or dropping lots of hints and all that stuff, and that can get annoying to your partner. All right. Or like continuously bringing it up. Well, well, we're not married yet, or something like that. And like, like, oh, all the other couples are doing it. You know what I mean? Like, that won't get you anywhere. Because I feel like you have a way of how this is supposed to go down, whether it's career wise, like, yeah, I go to school and make the money, I make bank after that, I get a job and all that. But then it's the reality hits of it all, you know what I mean? And like it's like market's a little different, and it's a little harder. It's more of a fight. Like, and also with the 9 of Wands, it's up right now. Like, this is putting the work and effort into it, even though it's tiring. And like I said before, however much work you put into it, you will receive back out of it, right? Like with hair, like I know I keep on using it, but it's what I do. You further your education. You don't just stop at cosmetology school. If you want to get paid bank, you go to classes, you further your education, and you practice, and you get better, and then you can charge for the education that and the knowledge that you have. It comes within time, and it's worth the blood, sweat, and tears, and the effort. All right. And like I said, like relationship or job or whatever, like you could have, like, yeah, that could be a relationship too. But we're going to move the fuck on. This deck represents them and their side of the story. And when I say them, it can mean a lot of different people. It's whoever you think of when I speak, Pisces. So this is your perception upon them. The 6 of Brushes, the 3 of Stencils. Ooh, this is a good friend that you would like to work that you work with. The 7 of Buckets, the Wheel of Fortune. It could be like that type where like um you could have worked with them like many different times in your lifetime. Like I have a couple besties where like we've worked together like many different places. Like it just ended up happening that way. We just like work buddies. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The Lovers. Ooh. Ooh. This is someone who you really like. This is someone who's just like your friend through and through. This is someone who you really get along with. The 3 of Buckets. Like, yeah, they're your friend through and through. Like you could party with them, and they're a good time in your eyes. They're a good time. The Sister of Buckets to the 3 of Buckets, you get excited about when it's like you're gonna go out with them. You get excited. That's like looking forward to hanging out with someone. You know what I mean? And like, that's sweet. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. I mean, I do find it to be romantic. Could be on a friend level, but that's the vibe I get from you about them. So let's see what they're all about. The 8 of Brushes. I just heard my neck, my back right? You know that song? You know that song? Yeah, all right. And then the 8 of brushes. That's like, pooh, coming in at you. I'm like, damn. All right, hold on. The 8 of buckets in reverse, the sun to the devil, the 8 of buckets to the 3 of stencils, and the 2 of brushes in reverse, that 8 of wands. What's that about? The moon. All right. This person could be terribly torn too. They all of a sudden don't know where to go. This is like deer in headlights. All right. And this could be how they handle things in the past. All right. This isn't, I don't necessarily think it's them now, but I feel like they have anxiety. They get overwhelmed. I feel like they come in fast with dilemmas. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden they don't know what to do. You know, they're just like coming in at you hot. Like, what do I do? You know, like you're that person to them. The 8 of buckets in reverse and the 3 of stencils. Clarify that. Papa of spray cans. Now I like this. It's a very honest person. I feel like they're the type of person where like they don't lie. They're very honest. They could like their facial. I feel like it's a facial expression type of person where you can read their face and their body language and their vibe is like yeah. And they kind of are putting off this should I stay or should I go? It's like a double dutch. They don't know if they should jump in, right? And approach. I feel like usually this person just jumps right in and is even in then they're like I feel like oh, I just saw a person jumping into a double dutch and getting all tangled. Right? So after so many times of jumping in and getting all tangled, right? And getting upset about it, they just stop doing it. Right? Um to clarify, that sun and the devil is the 7 of buckets in reverse. So again, more anxiety. Okay. More feeling overwhelmed and just like ugh. But they're a very high vibrational person. All right. They're very I want to be like it kind of feels like a person who's trying to fix themselves by recognizing what they're doing by like overreacting, coming in hot with problems and issues and being a hot ball of what the fuck to retreating and not doing anything at all and just focusing on being high vibrational like they could be doing self hypnosis of like I am positive, I am wonderful and beautiful and all that stuff, and or self affirmations for anxiety. They could be trying to get through it like by means of that. The 5 of brushes in reverse to get over their own fights and stuff like that. They're trying to get over themselves and get over everything on their own. The Wheel of Fortune. What goes up must come down, and the star. You just. I feel like they constantly have new ideas, like the next big thing, kind of, right? This person is all over the place. They really are, and they're trying to be reserved, right? And it's like when an all over person's trying to be reserved, you can still see all over their face. You know, you're definitely getting this. They're trying to slowly teach themselves how to come out of anxiety and out of their anxiousness and be high vibrational. What was that thing say, talking about self hypnosis? You can tell yourself like self affirmations do help. They do. Okay. However, like your mouth can say one thing, but your vibration is another thing. Hypnosis and all that, like not hypnosis, self affirmations. It's kind of going off the play of if you can control like 80% of your your thoughts, you can control your reality. However, like you can be thinking all this, but you're not vibrating at it. You have to do a little bit deeper work for self-hypnosis and self-affirmations like that to actually start working. You gotta believe it. You know what I mean? You actually have to believe it. Um, the Fool. It's a new beginning. This person's like, yeah, I feel like this person's very. There's a very single vibe, very loner vibe, very sitting up and just raising their. It makes them feel good to kind of be alone and doing like whatever it is that they're doing that's raising their vibrations. They are enjoying it. Okay, Devil Death. They're addicted to the thought process. Again, they're enjoying it a lot. Okay, so this is and when I first said that, I was like, I don't know if I like this is kind of a little bit of the toxic enjoying it, like solitude, so much so that it's not good. Like, I don't know. It's being addicted to like positive. I feel like it's being addicted to positive affirmations, like toxic positivity, right? And I feel like even that like they could be very lonely, and that vibration is dominating their positivity. You know what I mean? So it could be coming out like in their reality, all kind of fucked up. One more, and then I'm moving on. What is it? The Six of Stencils, equal give and take. Exactly. And it's like right on top of that Fool, right? They're gonna get back exactly the vibration, and I feel like they want to be alone. Oh God, I saw this video of this like 3 or 4 year old just belting out this song that she made up on her own about leaving her alone and being alone. Just leave me alone, and she's going off. It was adorable. It was the cutest thing, but that's like their vibe. It's funny. All right, so let's continue on and see what else we have, Pisces. Oh my. Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Well, damn. Okie dokie. And the whole time I was shuffling, I was like, I wonder what that has to do and relate with Pisces. Because, I mean, like, you could be in a relationship with that person. And that's what I was saying. I was like, you could be in a relationship with that person, still, like, they could be in their time alone doing some, like, real hardcore positivity training. You know what I mean? Flexing that muscle. It's just really, I don't know. It's strange. But the King of Pentacles is big dick energy, and then the Queen of Wands. That's like it's like this is kind of like a come up of a couple that is in spotlight and makes money off of it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like on TV and all that stuff. It could be like you just like own a business or do something where you end up making a lot of money. Like there's a face and there's a business aspect to it. Okay. And people are very drawn to both of you. Okay, both of you, not just one nor the other. This is a couple that like makes a good team, and people are drawn to like the masculine energy, and then they're drawn to the feminine energy because it's like the masculine energy is grounding, makes them feel safe, and the feminine energy is like sexy and like entertaining. Okay, the Four of Pentacles to the Judgment. Now, what's that? The Five of Swords. All right. Well, with all that too, a come up that kind of feels like a come up of money and like making sure that you save money for taxes and stuff like that. And like, truth, you want to know the truth? Like, you can't handle the truth. Like, don't walk away from anything legally binding that you need to pay for. Okay. All right. I want to be like, use this talent that you have. I feel like it's a talent that you can make money off. Use that to pay off whatever you have legally, like the 10 of chalices. Yeah, so you can create this family. Like it'll be the beginning of a structure of the feeling of no debt and feeling of relief. Debt relief, you know what I mean? Feeling good and comfortable, having the house, the home, the dog. You have a king and queen in a home, and then like feeling good and comfortable, being able to like work with this person possibly to pay off all your debts and get yourself like on track, because it's a couple. It's a couple that comes together, that works together to, you know, come together financially. This is like, and like I said at the beginning of the reading, it was like getting married. So that's what couples do when they get married. They combine finances, right? Your debt is my debt. So coming out of it and paying it off as a family. The Page of Pentacles, over time, slowly over time, that doesn't just happen like overnight, right? You know, it's like being willing to put like 2 to 3 years, let's say, I don't know, 4 to 5 years maybe, into paying off debt relief, so like you can have like the family and the house and the home and like pay for it all easily. Okay. And the 7 of Pentacles, I growing seeds, putting planting seeds so like trees can grow. All right. I usually reference pot plants, you know, and getting quite the abundance. So it's like scrogging a pot plant and getting a pound out of it, one little plant. You know what I mean? It's taking time and effort and care and giving it the right nutrients and everything and proper maintenance. So it grows into a very good, plentiful bearing plant that you can reap the fruit off of for years to come. All right. So good for you, Pisces. I feel like you're kind of going through like this kind of feeling right now, but you're coming into like this great union of like sexiness and financial stability that like is just good for you. Like, damn, plant those seeds and like start like making plans now for like this is like having like 7 year plans. You know what I mean? I say 7 years because of the 7 of Pentacles. I just like saying that it takes like my palms are itchy. It's like saying that it's going to take you like 5 years to pay off debt and then 2 years to accomplish all these goals. You know what I mean? I mean, the math adds up. You got kidding. Anyway, this is your reading, not mine. I love you guys, and I hope this resonated with you. Until next time, much love. Peace.